Welcome to Oh Hell No with Nicole.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. Today we have KRE the King. He came on the show a couple of months ago, and this time he's back and he has some great news for us. So he was doing his music, he does dancehall music, and he has finally put together an EP which came out, I believe, after Thanksgiving. So welcome
KRE
the King. Welcome back.
Yeah, blessed. Yo, there, man.
Yep. So
Lord,
yeah.
Always a pleasure to be on the Oh Hell No podcast and the whole network,
Thank you.
Metro Note family, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So tell us about your new EP.
The title of the EP is Trakkle and Bun Dem. The contrast for Trakkle and Bun Dem is really, you ever hear the saying say it hurts a lot of people to know that you're doing okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Oh Hell No platforms, I'm definitely sure you guys get a lot of love from people, but I'm definitely sure there's a lot of people that's gonna hate you for whatever reason it is, but that's how it is. So the ones that don't want to see you go through, the ones that hate, the longer you live is the more you hurt them. So it's Trakkle and Bun Dem. So the more, when you start the car and the car is trackling, the car is on fire. So the car is firing the engine, the car is up and running. So the longer you live, you're trackling, is the more you hurt the people that want to see you gone.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. So when did you release it?
The EP was out, been out since the 23rd of this month. November,
yes.
2018.
Right.
Yes, been out since 23rd of November, and it's I've never released any music like this because I got a deal with a company, and I said, okay, cool, I'm gonna just go ahead and put an 8-track EP. I could have gone an album, but because it's my first project with them, I just say I'm gonna go 8 tracks on an EP. So what I did is I took about 3 months and just put the whole songs together, and I had me and the team, we just do the mix and mastering and stuff, and 3 months after the Trakkle and Bun Dem was up and live.
So tell us a little bit about the process to create an EP. So you go in the studio and you just start coming up with music. Does someone have to sign off on the music that you choose to put on the EP, or is this all basically up to you based on your contract? Like, tell us a little bit about how that works.
The reality is, I've been in a space where my team really trusts me with the music. You understand me? Mm-hmm. I've been in a space where my team really trusts me with the music. I'm not the kind of artist that just don't take advice. But I can tell you, for this Trakkle and Bun Dem project, I had 2 songs that I've recorded before I came up with the whole Trakkle and Bun Dem. Say I'm going to do the Trakkle and Bun Dem project. So I had 2 songs, and it's 8 tracks on the EP. So I did 6 songs brand new. It's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, You understand me? So what happened is I would just, normally when I'm creating them, like in the studio, me and another engineer work together. So I'd probably like come up with the rhythm and with the concept, and we, start building the rhythm. And then I would probably voice note my melody, because music is just melody lines. Like, like for example, I have a song on the EP called In a Year Class. How I came up with that song is I went to Instagram, and when I went into Instagram, I was just scrolling through Instagram, and I saw this girl, and she put herself together nice, and on the caption she was saying that she's in her own lane, and females always do that because that's why they do all that makeup and all that, body type. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So when she said that, and then what happened after that now, I think she was in some kind of back and forth with this other girl on Instagram, because she commented on her post, and both of them was saying that I'm better than you or you're better than me.
That's crazy.
You understand me? So yeah. I got the whole energy from the inner year class, from that whole energy. So what happened is I got in the studio, the rhythm was being made, and I just start saying, them not in your class, them in the inner your class, them girl they not in your class. Man make a pop, them a try make a chat when you pass. So that's where the whole inner ear class came from. You understand me? Now, when I voice note, because we were building the rhythm, because they know the melody line. So when I voice note it too, I have like probably about 7 persons in my network. And when I send it to them, they were like, yo, that is fire. So majority of the music that I create, I have songs that I would just create. But 90% of the time, I normally send the music out to my team, and like I say, you know, they really trust my energy. Like my road manager always said to me that I have never, and this is the level of confidence. My road manager always said to me that I have never hear you sing a song that do not pass the standard of where music should. Yeah, so they all trust my instinct when it comes, because I'm really musical. You know, if you check even the Trakkle and Bun Dem EP, if you check it out, you will really feel a different level of music vibe. You know, for a new artist actually creating waves in the business. No, this is really some dope music.
Okay, so since you put out the EP, what are you doing to promote it?
We all over most of the platforms that people use now is the social media. We all over the social media. And I've done, which is very good, I've done 3 interviews in the UK already in 1 week, because, you know, the 23rd back to 1 day yesterday. So the 23rd from yesterday, Friday, was 1 week for the 23rd. So in 1 week, I've done 3 interviews in the UK, and I've done an interview in Barbados.
Oh, nice.
Already, and that's really good.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you plan on maybe going out and doing some performances to promote the EP?
Yeah, definitely. But what I'm trying to do now is, you know, focus the energy on the actual EP. Because I could have been in Turks and Caicos the 7th of December, because I actually got a bookings for there. But the 7th of December would have been like 2 weeks from when I would drop the EP. And, you know, I'm really confident. Me and my team, you know, we're really confident with, you know, this whole Trakkle and Bun Dem project. And I think it needs, you know, just like the Oh Hell No podcast platform, you guys, you know, have to spend time, you know, whether it's on social media or networking, you know, to ensure that, you know, you guys are growing. So I just didn't think at the time when I got the offer for the event in Turks and Caicos, I didn't think it was good, because I was just going to drop the Trakkle and Bun Dem EP that I know would need my attention in doing interviews and, you know, connecting with the people. So I kind of turned that down. And we have some other stuff coming up for in America and stuff. So we're just going to push this Trakkle and Bun Dem. Today I have another video. I have a video shoot today, and it's from the Trakkle and Bun Dem project. So like I say, you know, we're really locked on to this project and just trying to give it the attention that it needs so we could get the right momentum.
Yeah, I think that's great. I noticed too that a lot of times when people put out songs from different countries, it takes a long time for them to get popular in other places. Like we hear all these African songs now, like the Afro beats, and it's getting so popular. But it's like I've heard that song like a long time ago, and now they're just playing it on the radio. And I think that's the same with some dance hall sometimes. Like you guys make a lot of music, you know, fast, because you guys put out music a lot in Jamaica. That's what I have to say is like, there's always stuff coming out. And some of the stuff doesn't get popular here for years, you know? So it's just interesting. How do you feel about that? And what do you think, you know, with regard to your project, how that'll work? Do you hope that maybe at some point you'll get some traction off of a track that will, you know, go viral and maybe blow up and come to this side and maybe some other places? Or what are you thinking about that?
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that just have to do with destiny, you know, and all of that energy, you know, it comes from the universe. And I'm gonna, like, a lot of the examples I would probably use with your platforms, because, you know, regardless if you're a doctor, if you're a teacher, lawyer, whatever it may be, you know, we all live the same kind of life. You know, we all go out, we work hard, you know, trying to better our life and set, you know, a foundation for our offspring. You know what I mean? So it comes from the universe. You understand me? You know, the music, you know, getting connected in different places of the world, and it takes time. You understand me? So I think I have a lot of songs that are #1 songs. I know that. And you know, the way how I came up in the music was just like when I just got into the music, I was just just creating music. I was explaining to one of my friends the other day that I would be in the studio when I like this is like 2006 when we're doing this freestyle on other rhythms and downloading beats from the internet and just working on them. I remember I was doing like 3 and 4 songs a day. Does that sound crazy?
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Honestly to God, I'm telling you the honest truth. I was doing like 3 or 4 songs a day, and it's the honest truth. So I kind of build myself for a certain kind of energy now, which is why a lot of the music that I just did a song with a company in Sweden called Broke It Down. See? And there's a lot of artists on the rhythm, and these are the words from the producer, and I want you to listen carefully. These are the words from the company when I send them the song. They say that there's like probably about 9 artists on the project, and they're saying that your song is one of the #1 song on the whole project. And you want me to tell you something? I got the rhythm about 8 o'clock in the morning. They sent me the rhythm in the WhatsApp. And this is the honest truth. I was in the studio and my engineer was there and he put the rhythm in the Pro Tools. And I went in the booth let's say about 15 minutes after 8. And I sent the producer an audio about 9 o'clock. And when I sent him the audio, he was saying that he think it's probably, because this could have never be a song. But when he downloaded it, he's listening to a full track that I just did. Anyone could go in the studio and record and come out with a music in half an hour. But for me to do that and still have a song that is the #1 song on the project, that speaks volume. That is pure talent, right? So in just to top off what you're saying about music hitting, I think everything in life has its time. This platform that I'm talking to you on now, we don't know. I mean, you could be doing interviews with some top people like tomorrow.
right. You never know.
You never know. You could be doing interview with people that you always dream of interviewing. So I think it's the same thing with the music. I think if you love music and you're doing it, you should just do it and just do it from the heart.
Yeah.
You understand me? And that's where the most success comes from. And I rephrase back to when I say you could have been a doctor, a lawyer, teacher. When you're doing it, there's a great philosophy that said, if you're going to sweep the street, if that's a position that you're in, do it with your full heart. You're going to sweep the street so that when other people walk by and they see the street, they're like, oh my God, who did that? Because if you're being placed in a certain position, music chose me like 2005. And the persons that like my friends that I started out doing music with at that time, there's a lot of them that come back to me and say, yo, I don't think I had that faith. I'm telling you the truth. No. There's a lot of people that I start out the music with, and they're like, yo, I don't think I had the faith that you have and the patience to just believe in it and do it. I couldn't do it. And then when they look and they see the cars coming and they look and they see the money coming and they understand. But that wasn't my main goal. My goal was just to do the music and just believe in the music. You know, there could be a song I did 5-6 years ago and it can be the #1 song. That's a work that I put in 5-6 years ago that I'm just getting paid for today.
Yeah, that's really what my point was. My point was that, and maybe I didn't articulate this properly, but my point was that I listened to a lot of interviews and a lot of, just people who have been in the grind. Like you hear their song and the song is hot right now. And then when you listen to their interview, they're like, yo, I've been doing this for like 10 years and I've been making music, and I did that song 5 years ago. And it's so interesting to me. So, that was really my point, is like you're constantly putting out music and, one day maybe something will go viral and then just turn into like the biggest hit of your life where everybody is on the track like, oh my God, this is so hot. Everybody want to play it, because like I'm saying, I'm hearing like a lot of Afro beats now, like the music is so hot over here in the United States, but those songs are very old. Like, if you know that music, you're like, oh God, this song been out for like years now. We know this song from long time, but it's just catching in certain areas. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
what you
yeah.
said is
Powerful.
true. You know, you do things because you love it, and then if it, you know, one day bubbles up and then, you know, then great.
Yeah,
That's what we all hope for. Cuz I do this podcast because I love talking to people like yourself who are chasing your dreams and doing the things that you love. And you know, my podcast ain't no top podcast, but I have goals and I make goals for myself and I see things happening with my platform. So I
and
totally agree with
yeah,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. I'm not gonna cut you off, but when you say your podcast ain't no top
Yeah, I
podcast,
shouldn't say it like that. I should be,
yeah, because
you know
the
what I'm
thing
saying?
is, the reality is, your dreams and your visions, visions are sent from the Most High. You know that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And you know when the Most High, put that, instill that vision in you, and say you're gonna do it, you already know that this podcast is the best platform in the world. Now it's for you to have people say it. Now that's where the work comes in.
Yes.
And if you're gonna ask me, I would tell you that I cannot be compared with no artist. Do I have the same fingerprint like you do?
No.
No, we don't.
Nope.
We're different.
Yeah.
There's something in you that's different than what Wendy Williams have.
Right, absolutely.
She will never have that. She could own New York City. She will never have that.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the thing. So the fact that you know the power of what the Oh Hell No podcast have, you know the potential, you know where you guys are going to be in the near future. Now it's just time to have the people saying it.
Right.
Yeah.
Planting the seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for schooling me on that.
Yeah, man, that was good. It's good energy, because I really respect you, and I respect you because you're very professional.
Thank
You
you.
understand me? You're very professional, and I can tell you this: there's a lot of other people out there that they might be in a better space of awareness space in terms of a lot more people would know about them,
Right.
but they're not as professional as you are. Well, the first time when we did the podcast and I came off, I was saying, "Wow." Your voice tone, the way how you the questions that you're really professional. You understand what I mean? Now keep being professional, keep doing what you're doing, because one day it's gonna pay off majorly for you. Whatever you dream and hope for, it's gonna happen. They try to do the same thing to me here in Jamaica. They know my potential. There's a lot of producers here that they know my potential, and they wouldn't want to record me next to their artists because they know I would shit up. They know I would. They know once my voice get on the rhythm, their artists would look like they're not trying, and they cannot afford that. They're not gonna do that.
Right.
So what I have to do is I have to create my own space, my own network. They did that to Jay-Z. Remember, Jay-Z was in New York for years, trying to get a record deal. He had to break himself. And the people that before him, what they were saying is, "Oh no, you rap too fast. We can't. No, we don't believe in this guy. We can't do it with this guy." And Jay-Z's name would go down in history because people, they cannot network with things that they don't understand.
Right.
The Oh Hell No podcast could be on a different level in a few years from now. Sometimes you try to affiliate yourself with people, but the people that you're trying to affiliate yourself with, they don't have the power. They don't have the power to hold on to the OLNO platform to help them move it. They're weak. You're the one with the strength that's moving it. Because you think about Jay-Z, and they turned Jay-Z down so many times, and this guy's name would go down in history.
Yep, it sure does.
You understand
it
me?
Sure is. Jay-Z is the best.
So
rapper.
and those guys were in a better position to help him, but they didn't have the vision. Vision comes from the Most High. Not everyone get the vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I just want to say something that you touched on back a couple of minutes ago when you said that, maybe one day my podcast will be at a certain place and I'll be interviewing the people that I want to interview. Just know that every person that I bring onto my platform, I do want to interview those people. You are the type of people that I want on my podcast, not celebrities who are up there and, doing this and doing that. No, I want the everyday person who is making their mark on this world, doing what they love.
Yeah.
So all my guests are definitely chosen and people who I want to be a part of this journey. So just know that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like that energy.
Yeah,
definitely. So that's just how it is, though. The whole thing in as a career is just to do good. You understand me? Your mom wants you to do good. You want yourself to do good. So we work hard. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. So now that this EP is out, how do you guys track what's happening with the EP? Do you go on a site? Do you get emails to show you how it's selling? Are you going really based on, what opportunities come out of it? Or do you not really care about that? You just wanted to put the work out there and now you're on to the next thing.
Yeah, we're being strategic with every move that we make now. I get the updates on the tracks. But the thing is, the songs are fighting each other now.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. The songs are fighting each other now. I got an update about 3 days ago, and my manager, which is Karen, my manager, she told my road manager, say, listen, on the social media, let's put some pressure on these 2 songs. And the 2 songs that we've been putting the pressure on the social media, when we look, we see this other song named Baikia. I have a song on the EP named Baikia that we weren't putting pressure on. It's just flying up.
Wow.
And it has to be because of good music. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, So we just pushing the EP, but and this is last night I saw that the bike had just fly up, and we weren't even putting pressure on it. That's the thing with good music, But we have the database that we use to track the music. We know the countries that's streaming and sales. Because like I said, we're doing this professionally, and it's kind of sad to say, but the Americans know it. The Europeans know it. Jamaicans, the way how we do music out here, sometimes it's kind of sad. That's why when you match some of the top artists, when you match the top artists in Jamaica success to the top artists in America, there will be no comparison. Because a lot of the Jamaicans, we don't really do the music as a business, and it's true. It's really sad, but it's true. Yeah, so when you match the American success, like the top artists in America, because remember, dancehall and reggae music is big worldwide,
Yep.
The only thing that's standing in the way of the success that the artists are supposed to gain is that a lot of the dancehall artists, they don't do the music as a business. Well, I could tell you that KRE the King is coming through a whole different stream, a whole different level. You understand me? And time will tell, which... we've been putting in the work, so it wouldn't be long from now that you will see what's going on. We're going to take this worldwide.
Nice.
Trust me. We're going to take this worldwide. I've been putting in the work here in Jamaica, and I just realized like 5 months ago that my fan base overseas is bigger than in Jamaica. And I've spent a lot of money doing marketing here in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, marketing.
But that's the thing with good music. When you have good music, you could have a female in I got so many inbox when I was about to drop the EP. People in Brazil saying they can't wait for the EP to come out. People in Germany, all over the world. There's so many people that's giving me positive love and support towards what I'm doing.
That's amazing.
So like I say, the fan base is out now. It's talent that speaks for itself, because I know the reason why I'm getting these love and these support. It's because of the talent.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So tell everybody where they can go and, stream the music so they can listen to it and get familiar with it.
Instagram is KRE Music.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter is KRE Music. Facebook is KRE the King. YouTube is KRE the King. Now, for the Trakkle and Bun Dem EP, it's Trakkle, is in Trakkle, and then it go AN space. So all of this is space. So Trakkle space AN space BUN space Dem. So
Yeah.
it's Trakkle and Bun Dem.
Yeah, people, that's
Yes,
patois. I'll have to put that in the show notes.
Yeah, once you go there.
I said that's patois. I have to put that in the show notes for them so they can think, you know.
Oh yeah, that's Trakkle and Bun Dem. Yeah.
Right.
That's how I break it down.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I had to break it down. Yeah, so there's a Trakkle and Bun Dem, and yeah, so it's on all digital platforms: Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Amazon, Deezer, Napster, all of them, you know, and like I say, it's doing good, and you know, it's a very, very good opportunity for me with Cobert Music. They're the one that's doing the distribution. It was a very good opportunity in working with them, and you know, Karen, my manager. I want to send a shout out to my road manager, DJ More Life. We have my other road manager in Turks and Caicos, DJ Terrell. We have in New York, we have Rude Boys Music Group. I have a network of people that believe in the music that's in different city that's taking care of stuff for me. They're a part of the team, they're part of the unit. I want to send shout out to Jodianne, you know, the whole unit. Sky Marketing, Hipposide Records, that produced all the songs on this EP. Very, very dope. You know, yeah, Viral Blast, the whole network. Nice. Helping to push it, you know?
Yep, it takes a village. So,
yeah.
Congratulations again on the EP. I'm very excited for you, and I know that things will come to fruition for you. Thank you for choosing my platform to come on and, you know, share this information. And, you know, hopefully you'll be back soon.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Any project that I'm about to release, I definitely have to contact you guys. Because like I say, it all has to do with professional. And I like to work, you know, if you check my Instagram page, if you check how I put my stuff together, it's very professional. I like to work with, you know, professional, and the Oh Hell No podcast is really a professional platform, and I really have high respect for you guys.
Thank you. People, you heard it here. We are professional.
Yeah, very professional. Yeah.
All right.